Hey, it's Jess from Moody Music. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now, before you get lost with Drastic Park on Thursday the 25th of November, why not spend some time catching up on the latest Drastic tracks? I had a chat to the trio around the release of Snakes and Ladders, which you guys will be seeing in just a few moments. You could also check out their charity cover that they did. It's of the Saddle Club. Yeah, you heard me right. I'm not going to repeat that. Never thought I would say that ever. But yeah, the boys did a cover of that to raise some money for Beyond Blue. So please do check that out, support as well. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's play some Snakes and Ladders with Drastic Park.
Build up your status, then slide back all the way. Like snakes and ladders, there's no winning this game. So keep your heart on your sleeve, speak freely and embrace the hate, 'cause it's feeding the flame. And you don't need cosmetics.
Awesome. So, Drastic Park, still going through COVID Corona lockdown. You guys are still releasing new music, which is very awesome. So you'll be releasing new single Snakes and Ladders in about a week and a half. Leading up to dropping this single, I noticed you guys, you're very heavy on your social media, as you always are. And to help promote the single, you guys, you've done the little Pokemon video, and also you've done a photo shoot of Where's Joe. So first of all, Chris, being the Pokemon master that you are, did you approve the video before these guys did it?
Yeah, John's he does pretty much all the creative content, so the video side's definitely come from him. But I did get a nod of approval in before he posted it. So
We knew he'd love it.
I'm pretty sure that he just used the original Pokemon character as me, because I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. You know?
No, so everyone was an original character, except I had to edit Joe for some reason. I can't remember why. I think because from the side it looked like you were wearing a hat, but from the front it looked like hair. So I edited it to make it look like a hat, and then at the side it looked like a hat. So I'm like, yeah. But other than that, like, we all had our own characters, and I don't actually. Maybe Chris will know who they actually are. I think Chris is actually Ash. Joe is like one of the gym leaders, and then I'm Gary. I don't know. But, I just stole a bunch of sprites off this website, and I literally built that like sprite by sprite. Do you know what a sprite is? It's like
No.
It tastes good.
video you get.
It's soft.
I don't know how to explain it. It's how they animate video games. Like every little square on a Game Boy is like made up of like sprites and stuff. So that was heaps of fun. But it's not even Christian's favorite video. We've got another one coming later. which I won't give away too much.
Is that the one with the horse? I swear. Yeah, does that mean something to you guys? When I interviewed Clay J. Gladstone, Tim was like, "Oh, the Drastic Park boys, they're doing something like with a horse." And I'm like, "Are they like on a horse? Are they doing like illegal pony club racing? Like, what's
Pony club? What do you mean pony club? God.
I was watching like Peaky Blinders at the time, and it's like, you know how they've got like the race horses. I'm like, have they all gone in like and bought a horse together? I'm like, what?
Good idea. I reckon Chris would be able to invest in that. It's something horse related. Maybe.
Just with this new release, you guys, you've gone out, you've done new photos. I saw, John, that the brief for the photos was to show Drastic Park in a very genuine sort of light. And I love how everyone online, they've got from those photos is just, "Where's Joe?" Because he's wearing camo. Do you regret that so much, Joe?
Well, I like legitimately wear camo a lot,
Yeah.
anyway. It's like it's
Does
what I
Jane
actually
lose
wear.
you a lot?
She also wears camo, so we
They
get
lose
lost
each other.
together.
See, I'm actually offended that everyone on social media thought that was all their joke. I'm like, literally in the first post we did, I wrote that, but no one noticed, and everyone's been making the joke afterwards as if they're making fun of us. I'm just like, guys, we started making fun of us before all of this. Like,
But you said that
So-
as soon as I turned up.
yeah, when you showed up to the shoot, I'm just like, dude, we even have a photo where we're all standing in a tree and Joe is literally not there except his face. Like we've been holding out on that one. Like, yeah, originally was going to drop earlier and then everyone was like joking about it. I'm just like, oh my God, this is going to be the best for it to build up to this crescendo of just like, you see me and Chris in a tree in a face.
My favorite thing about it is that like we were on another pod. Was it the anti-vinyl that we were on, or there was another pod and we were talking about, and it came out like this whole Cammy Joe thing, like Cameo. There's like an app or a platform where you pay celebrities to speak, and we decided we were going to have this Cammy Joe, but now it's like Cammy. It's become Cammy Joe. No, yeah, Cammy Joe in camo, and it's just like fucking evolved over time into this massive elaborate thing. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm a joke to you guys.
Well, we have to make, because everyone obviously sees me and Chris as the joke in the band and Joe's the actual real musician, so we have to even it out somehow.
They brought you down to their level.
A whole campaign where I'm just being dragged under by these two.
Moving on to the new single. It's called Snakes and Ladders. And as I said before, you guys are releasing it very, very soon. What is the meaning behind the song? And I noticed that it is quite a good follow-up up from Meltdown, which you recently released, because of the lyrics, how you guys have embraced the hate, feed the flame. So what does this new song actually mean?
This song is a song about
Ping pong.
I mean, I wrote it. I wrote the lyrics quite a while ago, and it was when I was getting I don't want to say bullied, but I had some friends who I thought were my friends, and they were just kind of digging into me. And at the time, I was just like, I could let it get to me, or I could just write a song about it. And so the song is actually on a personal level. It's a constant reminder for me to not let that shit get to me. And that's kind of built over time to the point of me actually creating the trash posting group for this song in a way. And so that's kind of how the trash posting group came about, is not taking yourself seriously. And originally we did take ourselves seriously as a band. We just had very serious photos and very serious songs and very serious content, until one day we're just hang on, let's just be ourselves and be absolute nut jobs. The whole embrace the hate, feed the flame kind of thing is just kind of a little motto almost for ourselves, more in a way, to just be you're gonna have critics and stuff, and we kind of see critics is more fun these days. We actually prefer, we actually think in that trash posting group there's actual general haters, and it's somewhere where they're allowed to blend in. I'm just I like those ones.
We had a lot of serious conversations about me bullying John, so I've stopped, and now we just both bully Joe instead.
You're such an easy target. Well, you know what the issue is? You can't bully Chris. You know what I was thinking before is you can't bully Chris, because you think about it oh, Chris, you're so skinny. Or just or he could just say, well, yeah, you're so fat. But then at the same time, you could be man, Chris, why are you so obsessed with Pokemon cards? It's because I literally make millions of dollars. Or Chris has all of these weird things about him, which normally you think are insults, but in fact they're just insane compliments. So he's untouchable. He's literally, you can't offend, you can't bully Chris anymore. So Joe's just become this easy target.
Thanks, Chris.
It had to be done. I spent many years working on myself, so it's time for me to be the bully. I was bullied for a long time.
Yeah, he's ahead of his time.
I love the love triangle here. How was the song created? Were you guys in a full studio or doing bits and pieces from home?
Yeah, so I'll let the other guys speak on their parts, but like I wrote this before Joe was in the band. We found out recently. We kind of like, I was looking back through files, looking through old songs and stuff that I sent to Chris. I'm like, oh, hang on, what's this doing here? And back there was called Feeding the Flame. It wasn't called Snakes and Letters. And it didn't have the middle section, which is like one of the best parts of the song. So it was kind of written actually for our previous drummer, I think. It didn't have any. So that's what kind of Joe brought to the table, is like how intricate the song is now and how cool it is. So yeah, it kind of started that way. But yeah, I essentially had it all written myself, sent it off to Joe, and he kind of like did all the drums, and then yeah, kind of Chris brought his own flavor with his style and his singing and things like that. So originally it didn't have much singing from Chris, and then kind of yeah, Chris has a really cool, like, Chris and my vocals I think work really well. Like they're kind of like different enough but match. So it was cool to kind of like have some call and response vocals in there and stuff. So
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, Chris, you sing a lot more in this song as well.
Yeah, he finally let me out of my box. Like it's great. Like that was the thing. I would bully John behind the scenes, and he wouldn't let me do any music in public. So we finally created this happy medium where I'm allowed to do music too, but I'm not allowed to bully him. It's been like for me, it's probably been a confidence thing. I haven't really had the confidence to do like frontman style vocals ever. I've only ever been a backing vocalist. So to share the lead in some parts of songs, I guess probably came about through one of our older tracks, 10 Years. That was the first time we kind of did some shared lead. And I think from that song, we like developed the idea moving forward that we could do that a bit more. So.
I think it was, yeah, I always wanted dual, like I'm a Blink fan. I'm a Taking Back Sunday fan, you know what I mean? Like I wanted dual vocals.
Really?
And I think Chris was never really that keen. So I'm like, oh, it's okay. I'll do most of it. And I actually used to like always annoy Chris all the time, like saying, oh, can you sing this? Because I'm sick of singing like 90% of the time on stage and stuff. So he kind of took over some things here and there. And yeah, like it was funny. I think we recorded Trouble last year. Well, Chris wrote the song like start to end, like he wrote all the lyrics and everything. And he's like, I don't want to sing it. I'm like, but it's like your vocals. It's like your experience. He's like, oh, nah, you sing it. And now looking back, we're like, fuck, he should have done it, because now Chris sings all the verses live for that, and it's so much better for me. I think the chorus always suited me and the verses didn't. So but like yeah, that's really cool that we have that song and all of a sudden it's this new thing live. And I think 10 Years, Chris is right, was definitely because he wrote that one too. And I think I'm always writing parts of Chris in mine now too, like when I'm writing songs. So
I'm always pushing too. I'm always pushing in the background. Like this should split it up. It sounds sick, and it works. I love it.
Yeah. Joe's a pusher.
All the songs we have recorded so far.
Sorry, I love Mean Girls. Songs we have quoted all day.
Oh my gosh, you won't make Fetch happen, Chris.
Yes, I will.
Far-fetched maybe. Oh, Pokemon joke, that's terrible.
Hey.
Fuck, what were we talking about? I'm an old man now. I flat out forgot. Yeah, I was just saying that all the songs we've recorded, Chris is Chris, it's 50-50 now. Probably leaning, I don't know if it's leaning a bit more towards me, but it like has a more 50-50 feel. Chris is harmonizing a lot more and stuff. So yeah, it's really cool. And then I think we've got a cover that's coming out later, which Chris is probably more in. So yeah.
More on.
I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Going after your job.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna flip your spot, lead vocalist. No.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I mean, we sound like Simple Plan at the moment, so it'd be nice.
No.
Okay, I want to talk about the music video because it does feature clips from your Wolfstone Park tour that you did with Clay J. Gladstone and Wolf and Chain. And is there a bit of footage from the Snark and A New Way Home show in Melbourne as well?
Yeah. So it's kind of didn't want it to be just a tour video. Just yeah, we kind of wanted to show it's kind of 2021 in a nutshell for us. And so yeah, but we also have recording footage in there and stuff too. And that was the whole purpose of this music video. Like we could have like filmed something, but we just thought, this song is all about just kind of like showing us and like
Showing us.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is a bit about showing us.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there is a little.
Jess already mentioned that too. Dude, YouTube will definitely shut that music video down. Like we will never be able to monetize that video ever. If we ever get famous, like that music video is not making us any money.
When I was chatting to Wolf and Chain the other week, they mentioned that there was a bit of mooning and flashing on that tour trip. I didn't realize you guys had footage. Yeah, and then I saw your video and I was like, oh, that's a Wolf and Chain bum for sure.
Well, they did it. They did it unintentionally. Like they done it. They just came up next to us and done it, and then John.
Actually,
made them do it again.
You can tell those pale vampire asses anyway.
They did it 3 times, I'm pretty sure, because we just could not get the shot. I literally got to the point where I went in full director mode and said, okay, guys, I was on the phone. We're going to do it again, but I need you to shine your phone lights on the asses so we can actually see the writing.
Close up.
Oh, man. Those guys had just played a show and they were all wearing like tight leather pants. I guarantee it stank in there. Yeah.
Speaking of
like
shenanigans in the music video for Snakes and Ladders, so it kind of looks like you guys are a Sydney band because you've got like the Opera House in the background and like I think there's a Harbour Bridge in there as well. Did you guys realise that? You look like a Sydney band.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry, we're banned from Sydney.
You got to get it right, yeah.
Yeah, one of our mates, Jed, said that. I'm like, I did not think about that. But I think we had planned to like do some singing shots in every state. And then after Sydney, we're like, fuck it, let's just go home. And we live in Melbourne and didn't even bother doing it there. And I think we were going to do another Melbourne shoot. But yeah. When I was editing that, I didn't see that way. I saw it as like showing that we are traveling. But I guess that's not enough to show there that we're Melbourne.
We did have...
But we didn't.
Well, we did have plans to shoot more with on the Wishful tour and stuff like that. And then obviously COVID destroyed that. So I think we footage.
That was wishful thinking.
But that's fine if people think we're in Sydney.
Also in the music video, you have John singing in a bin, and Chris, you have a turtle statue in your pants. Do you guys want to explain that at all?
That's pretty impressive to know that was a turtle.
That was a turtle statue?
I think it was a turtle. I think that video is definitely going to be flagged and shut down if it wasn't.
It's just how I look.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was and then you have Joe exercising in a dog exercise park. What a dog!
It took me a couple of watches to understand that, and then I laughed because I was like, I don't even know what.
Joe,
when you asked me
on the day,
to get in there.
Yeah, on the day, I literally told you that's what I was doing.
I wasn't paying attention, man.
Yeah, you weren't paying attention, but you're happy to go and do star jumps in a random park. Anything for John.
You say it's a dog park.
Yeah, it's his dog exercise park.
Just
On the
only
side.
dogs.
I
There's
didn't
only
even
dogs.
realise that.
A dog
See, Joe
exercise
seems
park.
normal in the music video, and like John and Chris, you guys are just nuts like always.
That's what they're like.
Yes.
I watched the music video back. I'm like, oh shit, you know what? This is like 80% Chris. It's just doing fucking weird shit. And we got behind the scenes of the photo shoot because we often went out of our way to do things we probably shouldn't, like dangerous shit. We'll probably be dead by our next photo shoot.
That's good too.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm surprised that like you guys didn't die or get arrested while doing the music video on tour. Or like left in a bin somewhere.
The bin was funny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm surprised Wolf and Chain didn't get arrested. Can you imagine if they drove past Moody and the cops on accident? That would have been perfect.
Oh.
Would have been a good tour story.
Yeah.
Just a good life story in general.
Next time. Yeah. Next time.
Why is the new single called Snakes and Ladders?
Because so one kind of aspect of the song is about how, you know, no matter how hard you work in life, at some point you're just going to end up falling down again. And so it's just like learning to accept that. And so I just all of a sudden came up with this idea of like, I think I wrote the lyric, build up your status and slide back down again. And I was like, what rhymes with status? I'm like, oh, ladders. I'm like, oh, hang on. Like, snakes and ladders. So it all just came together. I'm just like, that's a really sick analogy. So, but it's also like, you know, it's like suggesting that life's an unwinnable game. Even though you can actually win snakes and ladders, it's kind of like suggesting that like this kind of like snakes and ladders literally has a snake head at the top. So you always just slide back down to start again. So I think that was originally a concept I wanted to think about for the EP art, but I'm just like, nah, it's too blatantly obvious. So we just got
you get to
shout out to
100.
Nate. Yeah,
where
you get to 100 and
to
slide back down
100
again.
and it's fuck. I tried to play Snakes and Ladders probably 2 months ago or something, like between lockdowns, and I was at like a bar and I was playing like with a friend, and when you get to the end, like her interpretation of it was if you don't get the exact number to get to the number 100 square, then you have to go back, like count forward and then count back, and then you had to roll the exact number. And so our game pretty much did go like for fucking ages because we had to roll the exact number. I don't know if that's the real rules or is it just like, would you guys play it like you're 5 squares away?
I can't
and you
remember.
roll a 6?
No, that is the rule. That is the rule with snakes and
Yeah,
ladders.
there you
You
go.
have to get the
Get the exact number.
So, yeah. Otherwise, you just keep going back.
That was such a bitch. Like we gave up in the end.
It's funny, for the photo shoot originally, I did some research and found that there was actually somewhere in Glen Eira or something, there's a playground with a snakes and ladders board. I'm like, oh sick, let's do a photo shoot there. I'm like, oh, actually pop punk band in a playground, maybe not.
Might
I
get
knew
arrested.
we'd get panned for that. Oh, we just someone would make a joke and then it would just be a never-ending joke going on forever. I'm like trying to get away from that shit.
John, as you were mentioning before about your cover art, I'm so glad that you had some cover art made up for this single, because I know previously
yeah, you didn't like that I used
it was all
like stock
Photoshop.
images and shit.
Yeah.
It was actually so Nathan, shout out to Nathan who made the cover art. What a legend. Yeah, he actually we weren't expecting this at all. We thought he was going to do a digital design, and then all of a sudden he sends us a time lapse of him drawing it. I'm like, whoa, you drew it? That's so good. So yeah, that was awesome. So he just did the kind of like the snake, and then kind of sent it on, and I just kind of like did the backdrop and stuff, and it actually took forever, and I drove these guys nuts. And in the end, all I needed was a darker background. Then we had a light background. I'm like, there's something not working about this. It's just so shit. I'm ruining his artwork. And then last minute we're like, oh, hang on. Dark background. There you go. Done. Print.
So the question is, who's getting it tattooed on them?
100%. One of our mates and fans, Jed, he will definitely do it. I know he will.
Legitimately, he's going to get it done.
Oh, you can just tell. I think, Chris, I think your brother said he wants to do it.
Yeah. Well, I got the bunny and the drastic on my leg, so maybe I need to complete the set. Get Nathan to do one.
Maybe I should get it. Maybe I should just get a giant one on my chest. Let my
get a huge back piece.
I should get it. So
just your album
you know
art.
what you do? Oh my gosh, best idea. We get the snake and it's like it travels up to my neck and becomes my head.
Oh, God.
Oh my
Can you
god.
imagine that? So when I got a shirt on, everyone's
Do
like,
it.
oh cool, he's got that Ollie Sykes kind of neck tattoo going. I'm like, nah, shh. And then
Just
like snake
it's
head.
your only
Snakes and
tattoo.
ladders.
It's just the snake. That's actually funny. I know Liam was considering getting it. He wanted to do the reveal, the artwork reveal with it. In COVID.
Oh,
Yeah,
that would have been
right.
sick. Yeah, fucking COVID. I don't think we're ever not going to release during COVID.
It's
You guys seem
for
to
now.
play- You guys seem to play shows in between every lockdown. So have you got your next show
That's
booked
because-
so we know when lockdown's going to lift?
That's
We're
no,
contracted
but that's
by the
just
government.
because we take the opportunity. That's just
Well, I'm
because
starting-
we want to play shows.
I'm starting to worry now that we might be the reason why lockdowns keep happening. Because we play a show and then all of a sudden, lockdown again.
Mm, people are getting
Very
sick of Drastic
suspicious.
Park.
Yeah.
Mm.
Drastic Park, Dandrews, something's going on.
Oh, yeah,
my
don't
God.
pick on Dandrews. He pays us to play. I mean, what? He's like, surely
Yeah.
if we put Drastic Park on, people will go back home. And it
Yeah.
happens.
The song's actually
Every
about
time.
him falling down the stairs.
I'd slide back down again.
You just mentioned shows, so you guys, you've had One More Time tour with Wishful Thinking get cancelled, which has now been upgraded to Stacked As tour with So-So and Wishful Thinking. Carl was telling me the other day that you guys were potentially looking at next year trying to tour, because you still all want to tour
Yeah,
together,
hope so.
but just with lockdowns.
I think purely just because that artwork was so sick for that tour, we kind of have to do that tour. Like, we need to make it happen. So yeah, it's just a wait and see. Like, to Jaden's credit, like Jaden, who's our booking manager for that agency, he just he's been an absolute gun throughout COVID. Like, he's put on the majority of shows that people have seen, but it's just taken its toll. Like, there's only so long that you can like keep on booking things to the point where he's just like, we'll just have to be a wait and see. Like, we can't keep on booking stuff. So we're just going to wait until we know a bit more, and then we'll be, full steam ahead booking shows. So, yeah, that's just a bit of a wait and see for now.
He's been an absolute workhorse though, behind the scenes, like booking this tour, rescheduling and everything. He's an absolute machine.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Have you guys met
Absolutely.
the So-So? Sorry. Have you guys met the So-So
So
boys
sorry.
before?
No,
No.
but we did do a live with them, and I did a live with them, and
They're
feel like I know them now.
insane.
Yeah, they're Reese especially, like he's a character in a good way. Like, he's I don't know the word. He's gregarious. I love how I don't know the word, but I know the big one. It's a real word.
Something else.
Look it up.
Like
He's
Gregorian
Gregorian chants. Go, Chris, do it.
I love
Show
that.
everyone your.
So sorry. So sorry is like, So covered a Clay J song. That'd be sick.
True.
Make it happen.
And then they should give me
I
a
think-
cut from that.
I think Clay J. Gladstone
they
needs
do
to.
that.
Clay J. Gladstone have to do a parody about Gladys and call it Clay J. Gladstone.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna tell him to. It's gonna happen
Yeah, sure.
because they hate her. Who doesn't?
Do you guys have any final messages you want to say about the
Oh, she's
new
kicking us
single?
off again.
Zoom's gonna cut me out in a few minutes.
Yeah,
Do
4
you have
minutes.
any-
Chris.
Do you have any final messages you want to say about the new single, Snakes and Ladders, or anything you want to get out to fans?
I just stream it like crazy on release day. You know, I didn't even. This will probably drop after release day. So just keep streaming it. Even if you hate it, just do us a solid.
Embrace the hate.
Yeah. That's the good message, Chris. Just embrace the hate. So absolutely trash us and roast the shit out of it. It's a very roast worthy song.
And you've got the fuck Drastic Park at the end of it, the chant at the end.
We don't just have that. We also have "fuck Drastic Park" literally written on Wolf and Chain's asses. So, we got that chant. That was I actually was going through the footage again. There's actually heaps of that. I'm going to edit a video of a compilation of everyone saying it, because Jane would just go around with the phone filming people, and they'd just be like, "Fuck Drastic Park." So we got heaps of them. We all got all these extra little goodies to look out for too, like me and Chris, never Joe, me and Chris making mistakes on stage and doing stupid shit. There's this great shot of me trying to be cool and like flick around, and then I just knock over Chris's microphone. Oh, it's
the amount of times
thing,
I've knocked over my own microphone. Fucking hell.
This is one part where Chris, I don't know if I just have to be on the radio. There's one part where I'm like, where Chris is like, all right, John's changing guitars and I have to change my pants because I just shat myself. I didn't even hear that live. I just lost my shit when I heard that. I'm like, oh my God.
Who said that?
You did.
Me?
You were drunk. We were both drunk. Me and Chris were drunk in Adelaide when we played. So it was it was my favorite show ever, and we actually played okay. We just kept on doing dumb shit. Yeah,
Joe and Chris, did you guys have any final words you wanted to add on?
You can just mute me, Jess. It's fine.
No. Please keep streaming our song. Don't listen to John and Chris.
Yeah. And if you guys could help us find Joe, that would be great.
So that was my chat with Drastic Park when they released Snakes and Ladders back in September. You guys, please follow all of the band's socials, also Moody Music socials as well. I will leave links in descriptions, of course, and stay tuned for Lost in a few weeks. Thursday 25th, mark your calendar.